स्वागत है आपका मेरे YouTube चैनल पे। और हम लोग स्टार्ट करे हैं स्वामी विवेकानंद की बुक। बहुत ही प्यारी बुक है, थॉट्स पावर। तो इसमें मिसलेनियस में देखते हैं, वो कहते हैं कि एजुकेशन इज़ नॉट द अमाउंट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन दैट इज़ पुट इनटू योर ब्रेन एंड रन्स राइट देयर। एजुकेशन वो नहीं है, एजुकेशन इंफॉर्मेशन का वो नहीं है, अमाउंट ऑफ एक प्रकार की इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है दैट इज़ पुट, जो आपके दिमाग में भरी जाती है अनडाइजेस्टेड और रन्स राइट देयर। ओके, अनडाइजेस्टेड, जो अनडाइजेस्टेड होती है। अब बची ऑल योर लाइफ we must have life building, man making, character making, assimilation of ideas. If you have assimilated 5 ideas and made them your life and character, you have more education than any man who has got by heart a whole library. Poverty there must be, so long as the disease known as civilization exists, and hence the need for relief. Number 3 है, the West is growing. The West is groaning under the tyranny of the Cyclops, and the East is groaning under the tyranny of the priests. The whole of the Western world is on a volcano which may burst tomorrow. Tomorrow, go to pieces tomorrow. Number 5 है, Asia laid the germs of civilization. Europe developed men, and America is developing women and the masses. Number 6 है, three things are necessary to make every man great, every nation great. Number 1, conviction of the powers of godness. Conviction of the powers of goodness. Number 1. Number 2, absence of jealousy and suspicion. एब्सेंस यानी जो ईर्ष्या और सस्पिशन, शंका की जो अनुपस्थिति, वो ज़रूरी है। हेल्पिंग ऑल हु आर ट्राइंग टू बी एंड टू गुड, उन सब लोगों की मदद करना जो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जो अच्छे होने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, अच्छे हैं। डू नॉट ट्राई टू लीड योर ब्रेदन but serve them. The brutal mania for leading has sunk many a great ship in the waters of life. Okay, the faculty of organization is entirely absent in our nature. Poverty there must be, so long as the disease known as civilization exists, and hence the need for relief. Third है, अच्छा हम यहाँ तक 6 तक पहुँचाए थे। 3 things are necessary to make every man great and every nation. Number 1, conviction of the powers of goodness. Number 2, absence of jealousy and suspicion. Number 3, helping all who are trying to be and do good. Do not try to lead your brethren, but serve them. The brutal mania for leading has sunk many a great ship in the waters of life. Okay, the faculty of organization is entirely absent in our nature, but this has to be infused. The great secret is absence of jealousy. Be always, okay, ready to concede to the opinions of your brethren, and try always to conciliate. That is the whole secret. Ready to concede to the opinions of your brethren, and try always to conciliate. That is the whole secret. From all of you, I want this, that you must discard forever self aggrandizement, faction faction mongering, and jealousy. You must be all forbearing like Mother Earth. If you achieve this, the whole world will at your feet. इसका मतलब समझ लो. From all of you, I want this that you must discard forever self aggrandizement. इसका मतलब होता है जो आत्म प्रशंसा, स्वयं की प्रशंसा करने जो करने का जो करने का तरीका, जो करने की आदत है ना, उसको आप हमेशा के लिए त्याग दें. फैक्शन मॉन्जरिंग, बड़बोलापन, एंड जेलसी, और जो ये जेलसी है ना, ईर्ष्यालुपन, वो इसको हमेशा के लिए त्याग दें. यू मस्ट बी ऑल फॉर बियरिंग लाइक मदर अर्थ. इफ़ यू कैन अचीव दिस, द होल वर्ल्ड विल बी एट योर फीट. Number 10. There is no chance for the welfare of the world unless the condition of women is improved. It is not possible for a bird to fly on only one wing. Women must be put in a position to solve their own problems in their own way. No one can or ought to do this for them, and our Indian women are as capable of doing it as any in the world. I know that the race that produced Sita, even if it only dreamed of her, has a reverence for women that is unmatched on the earth. 13 है, even idiots may stand up to hear themselves praised. मतलब जो मूर्ख भी होते हैं ना, वो भी खड़े हो सकते हैं. टू हियर themselves praised, अपनी अगर उनकी प्रशंसा हो रही है तो वो भी खड़े हो जाएंगे सुनने के लिए. एंड cowards assume the attitude of the brave when everything is sure to turn out well. And cowards assume the attitude of the brave when everything is sure to turn out well, but the true hero works in silence. How many Buddhas die before one finds expression? The world, the wonderful structures of national life with which the Western nations have raised are supported by the strong pillars of character. And until we can produce numbers of such, it is useless to fret and fume against this or that power. 15. Work as if no one work as if on each of you dependent the whole work. 50 centuries are looking on you. The future of India depends on you. Work on. One cannot serve the God of truth who leans upon somebody. One cannot serve the God of truth who leans upon somebody. 17. I am to create a new order of humanity here who are sincere believers in God and care nothing for the world. Each work has to pass through these stages: ridicule, opposition, and then acceptance. Each man who thinks ahead of his time is sure to be misunderstood. Life is a series of fights and disillusionments. Life is a series of fights and disillusionments. The secret of life is not enjoyment, but education through experience. But alas, we are called off the moment we begin really to learn. The road 20. The road to the good is the roughest and steepest in the universe. It is a wonderful that so many succeed. No wonder that so many fall. Character has to be established through 1,000 stumbles. 21. This mixture of life and death, good and evil, knowledge and ignorance is what is called Maya, or the universal phenomenon. You may go on for entire you may go on in eternity inside this net seeking for happiness. You find much and much To have good and no evil is childish nonsense. Even the greatest fool can accomplish a task if it be after his hurt. But the intelligent man is he who can convert every work into one that suits his taste. No work is pity. Even the greatest fool can accomplish a task if it be after his hurt. मतलब उसके मन पसंद का होगा तो कोई भी महान से महान मूर्ख भी किसी कार्य को पूरा कर लेगा. But the intelligent man is he who can convert every work into one that suits his taste. No work is pity. They only do work who thinks that help will come directly they are on the field of work. This is the first lesson. This is the first lesson to learn. Be determined not to curse anything outside, not to lay the blame upon anyone outside, but be a man. Stand up, lay the blame on yourself. You will find that is always true. Get hold of yourself. So, उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आया होगा. थैंक यू फॉर लिसनिंग मी एंड भगवान आपकी मदद करे और आप अपने ऊपर विश्वास रखें.